The future of electric cars. What to expect in the next decade. Electric vehicles have a promising and revolutionary future as the automotive industry is about to undergo a dramatic change. Our perspective on transportation is expected to change during the next 10 years due to technological breakthroughs, shifting consumer tastes, and pro-transportation government initiatives. As environmental concerns and sustainability demands increase, electric vehicles, EVs, are becoming more than simply a fad. They are an essential component of the mobility of the future. 7 major points are examined in this essay to show what to anticipate from the fascinating development of electric vehicles. Number 7. Rapid market growth. Over the next 10 years, the market for electric vehicles, EVs, is predicted to undergo a significant transition. According to analysts, by 2030, electric vehicles may make up 40 to 50% of all passenger car sales in the US, with comparable trends expected in Europe and Asia. This rise is the consequence of deliberate initiatives by major automakers as well as shifting consumer preferences. Businesses including Tesla, Ford, Volkswagen, and General Motors are making significant investments in EV technology. Number 6. Environmental impact. One of the strongest arguments for the use of electric vehicles is their advantages for the environment. Electric vehicles have no exhaust emissions, in contrast to conventional internal combustion engine vehicles that release greenhouse gases and contribute to air pollution. This feature is essential in cities where vehicle emissions have caused the air quality to worsen. By 2050, switching to electric vehicles that are fueled by renewable energy sources could cut transportation-related carbon dioxide emissions by up to 70%, according to research from the International Council on Clean Transportation, ICCT. Additionally, the entire life cycle emissions linked to EVs will continue to decrease as the electrical grid gets greener through a greater dependence on solar, wind, and other renewable energy sources. Public health and the environment both gain from this change. Research indicates that lower air pollution can significantly lower the prevalence of respiratory illnesses and other conditions linked to poor air quality. Customers are more likely to see electric cars as a responsible option that fits with their ideals for sustainability and environmental care as awareness of these advantages increases. Number 5. Cost savings. As production increases and technology advances, the financial benefits of owning an electric vehicle become more substantial. Although the initial cost of electric vehicles has historically been higher than that of conventional gasoline-powered vehicles, this difference is quickly closing as a result of improvements in battery technology and manufacturing efficiency. Since 2010, the price of lithium-ion batteries has decreased by around 90%, according to Bloomberg, making EVs more accessible to a larger spectrum of buyers. Electric vehicles also have significantly reduced running expenses. On a per-mile basis, electricity is typically less expensive than gasoline, which adds up to large savings over time. Additionally, because EVs have fewer moving parts and do not require complicated exhaust systems or oil changes, they require less maintenance, which lowers long-term ownership expenses. According to research from the U.S. Department of Energy, when fuel savings and lower maintenance costs are taken into account, owners of electric vehicles can save $8,000 to $12,000 over the course of their ownership compared to traditional cars. These monetary rewards are strong arguments for people to think about moving away from gasoline-powered automobiles. Number 4. Advancements in battery technology. The development of electric vehicles is largely dependent on battery technology, and continuous advancements should greatly improve performance over the coming 10 years. Although the energy density and efficiency of current lithium-ion batteries have significantly improved, scientists are now concentrating on next-generation technologies like solid-state batteries, which have the potential to completely transform the market. By using solid electrolytes rather than liquid ones, solid-state batteries can achieve better energy densities, which might double the range of electric cars. They also increase safety by lowering the risk of fire that comes with using liquid electrolytes. Furthermore, fast charging technology is expected to significantly shorten charging periods, according to some projections. Future charging systems may allow full charges in as little as 10 to 15 minutes, which would make EVs more practical for long-distance driving. In order to improve recyclability at the end of a battery's life cycle and lessen dependency on finite resources like cobalt and lithium, researchers are now looking into alternative materials for battery manufacture. By 2030, average electric car ranges should surpass 300 miles on a single charge, or even more for luxury models, as these developments progress. This will essentially eliminate range anxiety for the majority of consumers. Before continuing this video, if you liked our video, then hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number 3. Infrastructure expansion. To accommodate the projected rise in the number of electric vehicles on the road, charging infrastructure must be expanded. Recognizing this need, governments at all levels, local, state, and federal, are making significant investments to provide reliable charging networks that serve both urban and rural locations. For example, towns throughout Europe and North America are putting extensive plans for fast charging stations along key roads and within metropolitan areas where EV usage is predicted to be high into action, in addition to the UK's ambitious target of building 300,000 public charging sites by 2030. The infrastructure expansion encompasses a range of charger types, including fast DC chargers at public stations that can provide substantial power quickly for lengthy trips, ultra-fast chargers that can recharge a vehicle's battery in less than an hour, and Level 2 chargers that are appropriate for home or workplace installations and offer overnight charging solutions. Additionally, customers may now charge their cars during off-peak hours when power prices are lower, or when renewable energy production is higher thanks to developments in smart charging technology. This not only saves money, but also helps stabilize the system by lowering demand during peak hours. Consumer confidence in embracing electric vehicles will only increase as charging stations become more widely available and accessible in various geographic areas. Number 2. Regulatory support. By fostering advantageous circumstances for both producers and consumers, government rules are crucial in hastening the adoption of electric vehicles. Numerous nations have set aggressive goals to phase out internal combustion engine vehicles completely in the coming decades. For example, Norway wants all new cars sold by 2025 to be zero-emission vehicles, and California wants all new passenger cars sold by 2035 to be zero-emission vehicles as well. In addition to encouraging automakers to make significant investments in EV technologies, these legislative frameworks also give consumers financial incentives, such tax credits or rebates, to buy electric vehicles, making them more appealing to consumers financially than conventional cars. Governments are enacting policies that improve access for EV owners, in addition to offering financial incentives. Examples of these policies include granting EVs access to carpool lanes, or exempting EVs from tolls or parking fees that are reserved for electric vehicles. In addition to encouraging consumer uptake, these programs show government's dedication to meeting climate targets and moving toward environmentally friendly transportation options. Number 1. Ongoing challenges. Even while the future of electric vehicles is bright, there are still a number of obstacles that could prevent them from being widely adopted in various international marketplaces. Ensuring sufficient availability and accessibility of charging infrastructure is a major problem. Despite global investments, particularly in urban areas, some areas still lack charging stations, especially in rural or developing nations where infrastructure development may lag behind urban centers. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.